So everybody already knows what Alex's best weapons are. We know that he's much bigger. We know that he's durable. We know he's got momentum and the psychology of having won the last fights on his side. Whether he won the first fight or not, I don't really care to go into. As far as it is on paper, he's won 3 in a row. We know he's got this devastating left hook, so on and so on. But what people aren't talking about is Izzy's path to victory. What Izzy can do to exploit Pereira, and how he did effectively in their last fight and in other fights, and how he can work on this better. And so I'm going to look at a sequence that kind of demonstrates exactly how his best path to victory is, and looking at how he can build on that, things that he missed, things that he did well, and so on. So we're going to see that Pereira has this guard style, which is very unique in the sense that he puts both his hands out, and they often splay out where he's externally rotating his shoulders even. He does this to get more power on his hooks, and for other reasons it might just be a comfort thing or an anthropometry thing, the way his structure is. But either way, what this does is it presents this giant target down the center. If I can draw straight, you would know that I did this with one line, but I had to use 5 because I'm a kindergartner. Anyways, he's got this massive target down his center line. And so, not surprisingly, Adesanya's best weapons are going to be 1-2 punches up the middle, right? Not necessarily to the body. And the reason why he doesn't want to go to the body so much with, say, jabs or lean to the right, whether he's in southpaw or orthodox, is because with a standard guard on your opponent, say if Pierre's guard was more standard, one hand in front of the other, it's very obvious which side to get your head offline. You go offline to the outside of the lead hand because that's the hand you have to get past for danger, and then the right hand is tied up by the fact that it is behind your own lead hand, so you can't throw it, right? So it's no longer a danger. But when you have both hands equidistant like this, they're both kind of at a mid-range, so you have to penetrate further than you would if you're out here, because you have to get all the way past here now. And both hands are right there for these kind of sweep hooks, right? So you don't want to throw a lot of punches to the body. And Adesanya, I think, figured this out, which is why he didn't, right? What he missed out on was kicks to the body. I think he should be teeping all day long, straight up his chest, his stomach, and his head. I think his best knockout punch would be a front kick to the face, like a Lyoto Machida style kind of crane kick. But, he just didn't see it, or he's not doing it, and I'm not sure why. But the 1-2 is there. And of course, the 1-2 is there because Pierre is not going to be slipping that much. He's going to be parrying. And because his hands are kind of equally splayed out, he's going to be parrying with either. So all Adesanya has to do is throw out something like the left, whether it might be a right because he goes in the southpaw a lot, but like his probing jab hand, right? Something he's going to offer something to distract Pierre. It might not even be meant to land, but it might. Doesn't matter. And then Pierre's going to slap it down with either hand, and then Adesanya is just going to come over the top. Going to adjust the tempo and snipe Pierre basically when he has an opening. Good pathway. And he did this. So let's look at this first sequence because that's exactly what happens here. It's a good demonstration of Izzy's best weapon in the fight, in my opinion, right? So this is just kind of a lead up right before. What he's going to do is he's going to do a great pull counter and land a jab, and then he's going to land a 1-2 following it, right? So he's offering the head, right? He pull counters, and then he lands the left. Sorry, I did a 1-2, but he just landed the left. Here, throws this perfect 1-2, doing exactly what I just said, right? Where he throws this left out there, and it doesn't really land, but it occupies him, comes down, and then he comes over the top. But he missed a prime opportunity following this, and this is one of the problems with Adesanya, is he kind of lacks aggression sometimes. He admires his work too much. He stands there right here, and he's going to just look at him. But look at the position that Pierre is in right now. All his weight is falling on his back foot. His lead foot is literally coming up. He's on his heel, and he's falling backwards, and his hands are splayed out like he doesn't know what's going on, right? If Adesanya threw a rear kick right now, because Adesanya's got his base under him. Look, he's in prime position right now. in attack mode, and he's certainly in range, even without a step. He might clip him here because of the fact that Pierre is going backwards, but he's definitely going to hit him at least on the calf. And if he steps forward, he's going to hit him right here, and he can hit him either place. And he could also hit him to the body, and he could even do a kick to the head. He has all these options here, but he chooses not to. So aggression is one of the problems that Adesanya faces, because he picks his shots very carefully, and it's great. Uh, and everything, but he has this problem sometimes where he'll either like do a great dodge and then he kind of just watches you like, yeah, soaking in his glory or whatever, but he does it offensively too, and it's a problem.